What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. And if this is your first time, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and ring that bell notification for more tips on the rideshare companies. Today we're gonna talk about 10 top things I hate about Lyft and Uber riders. So yeah, before I get started, I like to let me just crack my neck real quick. Hold on. That feels good. Hold on. That feels good, doesn't it? So much better. Just kidding, guys. It's just a joke. Um, the other day I went to Universal Studios with my family, and we watched this show where they teach people, or they reveal secrets that they do when they're recording movies. They apparently they have to make noises to make it sound real, like when somebody's getting cracked. That's one little tip one thing they showed us, and I thought it was really cool. So I finished my water and decided to show it to you guys. Um, guys, don't forget, drink a lot of water. It's good for your health. Anyway, that's not the point. That's not the reason I want to over here recording the video for you guys. Um, so let's get back to the topic. Um, so so I have 10 things I hate about my writers. And I like to share them with you. And if you have anything that you would like to share, feel free to comment below. So here we go. Um, the number one thing I really hate about my writers is when they slam the door in my face, basically. They leave and they slam the door, or they come in and slam the door like if it was an older car. I'm not trying to insult anybody, or don't get me wrong. It just feels like it's gonna break my window, and it has a really bad, uh, it's a really bad, ugly noise. Um, okay, that's one of the reason. That's reason number one. Um, why I hate. That's one thing I hate about my writers. The second thing about I hate about my writers is when they come in rude and they don't even say hello. Can't they just be polite? Can't you just come in the car and say hi, hello, or at least say your name. Don't come in and just sit your butt there, pretending like we know each other. How hard can it be to just say hello? Um, yeah, so easy. It's just that's something that's annoying. I hate that about my writers. They come in and they think they're going into their house or something. Anyway, that's reason number two. Reason number three is, so I don't know if it happened to you before, but sometimes writers um ask you for your aux cord to play their own music, or to connect the Bluetooth, which I think that's kind of dumb. But like, so I have an aux cord, but I let them use it, and something I really hate about that. So some writers take advantage of that, and they they be bumping that music so loud that sounds like my speakers are gonna just pop. They be blasting they be blasting it super loud, and I really hate that. If anything was to happen to my speakers, I don't think they would cover it. It just that would be me that had to pay for that at the end of the day. So that sucks. I really hate that. That's thing number three. So thing number four that I hate about my riders is when they request a share ride on Lyft or a Uber pool. And we all know that that is too top, but there's always this one person that brings a huge group, like it happened to me the other day, or they bring in more than two people. They know that you can only bring two top, and if you can't follow them rules, we can't take you. So though that's just the way it goes because otherwise it's gonna mess up our system. The other day, it was just ridiculous. This group of this girl ordered requested a ride for a share ride through Lyft, and a group of five showed up on my car, and I was like, wait a minute, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I was like, when it's a share ride, you can only take two top. And I was like, at this point, they in that they act like they don't know, but they're like because they don't want to pay. And I was like, at this point, what you can do is I can only take two top or cancel the request. So they went ahead and canceled the request, the ride. Um, so it's just like they should know already. I'm sure they know how to read, and if they don't, I'm gonna have to send them back to kindergarten or something, back to school, because that's just ridiculous. Um, they should know better. I'm sure they know how to read. Um, yeah. So that's the fourth reason I hate about my writers, and the fifth thing I hate about my writers is when they want to add stops, but they don't want to add them through the app, and it doesn't work that way. So when they want every time people have to add stops, or they need to stop somewhere, I hate it when they just have to tell me. They have to go through the app. They have to follow the rules. They have to go accordingly with our rideshare company's rules. That's just the way it is. We have to follow rules. Um, and that is reason number five. Re The sixth thing I hate about my writers. I don't know why I keep saying reason. I'm sorry, guys. The sixth thing I hate about my writers, um, is when people puke in my car. That is so nasty. I mean, I don't know if it happened to you before, but it happened to me already a couple times. Not once, but more than one time, and it's not a good experience. Your car, there's a really nasty smell that stays in the car for a couple of days, and not even one good detail clears that nasty smell. But I really hate that because okay, when that happens, I'm always telling my riders, if you need me to pull over, let me know. I'm more than happy to, or more than gladly to stop and pull over for you. But please don't throw up in my car. And I told them the other day. I told this person the other day, and they're like, no, we're okay, we're okay. And then they end up throwing up in my car. So when that happens, my day ends, and I go home with my dirty seats, and so I get a refund for that. I get a fee. Get to charge a fee, but that fee only covers for my car cleanup, and I don't really get to keep much money out of that. And so basically ends my day, and I can't make any more money that day. Um, that sucks. That's one thing. Another thing I really hate about my writers, that I remind them, I'm like, I much rather stop, pull over, and have them throw up outside of my car than having them throw up, or like I don't mind spending a couple minutes out of my time for them to just throw up outside of my car. But you know what? At the end of the day, I can't get mad at that because I know what I signed up for. I like to drive at night. Like right now, it's 5:53 in the morning, and I'm on my way home. I'm about to head home right now. And because my day is over, but I like to drive at night because it's just chill. No pressure. It's just laid back. It's peaceful. So I really like it. That's the reason I drive at night. But all right, let's move on to the next one, which is the seventh thing I hate about my riders, and that is when people is sick. That's understandable, but I hate when people cough in your like in your face, or when people cough and they don't cover their mouth. How hard can it be to just cover your mouth and be respectful? Because it's so nasty when they cough out, and you can feel that breath, or like that air when they cough in your head or your neck, and it's just so disgusting. Um, how hard is it to just cover your mouth or just cough somewhere else? And it's just so nasty because they spread the germs all over my car, and that's the seventh thing I hate about my riders. The eighth thing I hate about my riders is when they come in my car and eating tacos or eating their food. They don't even ask me if I allowed that in my car, which I don't, because they be dirty in my car. There's no way. It's hard to just not. It's hard to. It's hard. It's hard to not spill anything. So I much rather people not to smoke in my car because not every rider likes it. I don't admit drinking, eating, smoking. I have some signs in the back that says no eating, no smoking, no drinking, to remind people, and to put their seatbelts on, and if they need anything, to let me know. And that I try to keep my car that way, to keep it clean for every rider. Um, and people still don't get it. I don't know why they don't get it. I don't know how they don't get it, but people just don't get it. And yeah, that's another thing, because and then it dirties my car, and a lot of times it could happen that they'll spill something like sauce that's gonna dirty my seats, and that's not cool. Um, so that's why I don't like people to eat in my car. Um, another so t thing number 9 that I hate about my riders is, okay, it's called, so um the ninth thing I hate about my riders is when they request a ride. Sometimes because it's late at night, there aren't very many drivers, and we have to drive a little further for my riders. Sometimes you have to drive, let's say, 15 minutes to pick up your rider. Next thing you know, you wait for them for like, you drive 15 minutes, you get there, you wait 5 minutes, and then you call them and they say, "Oh yeah, we'll be right out." And the next thing you know, they cancel, and I hate that, because I know I get I get a fee for that, but it's only $5, and I don't get the point for my riders for the ride, and it's just, I'd rather take the ride than $5. So yeah, I hate when people cancel when I'm there already. I don't mind if they were to cancel when I'm on the way, but when they cancel on me when I'm there already, it just really pisses me off. But I know how to control myself. I'm pretty patient with people, even especially drunk people. Yeah. So that's the ninth thing I hate about my writers. And the last thing I hate about my writers is pretty much when they litter. They come in and they literally, they be littering in my car, and they had no type of respect. That's unfortunately, unfortunately, it's so sad because people have no type of respect for your car. People don't realize, um, I don't know how they don't realize that you are giving them a ride in your own car, doing them a favor, um, and people don't appreciate that. Um, a lot of our drivers use their own cars. We use our own cars, and for people to just come in and pay $10 and to dirty your car like that, it's not cool. Um, that's disrespectful. I think that's very, very disrespectful. You should you should treat your driver's car like if it was your own. And I'm so sorry, you guys, to burn you guys out. If you are a writer and you are seeing this video, I'm so sorry. Please, 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 um, try not to do any of these 10 things because us as drivers don't like this type of behaviors. Um, yeah. So, guys, thanks for listening to me. Thanks for watching my video. Um, Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. And then, like I said, feel free to comment, share any any opinion you have, anything that you don't like about your writers. Feel free to comment. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one, and be safe out there. All right, here we go. Peace.